So I thought I should probably do a part 2 of this bike review. And one of the important things I think is range. I think range is the thing that people are most concerned with. Of course, the range will be different with different e-bikes. I'm talking about the my system, which is the Bosch system. I'll put the info on the screen, but I'm going to talk more about that later anyway. But currently, what I've done is I'm running the battery almost flat. I don't want to run it completely flat because I don't think that's healthy with lithium batteries. But the range of this is, I'm not sure if it's 30 or 35 miles stated in turbo mode. Well, I am at currently on one charge, a single charge, I am currently at 28 miles. That has all been done in turbo mode. So 29 miles, it's just ticked over. 2 bars left out of the 5, and it's saying my range is 10 miles left. And I've got about 8 miles to do. So I should be pushing it, but let's see where it finishes. Oh yeah, whatever that, what I just said. Let me just check that's recording. Yes, as you can probably see, that's range, 5 miles range. Five miles range, and I've got 5 miles to do. So let's see let's see what happens. Right now, the more time I can do over 15.5, the better for the battery. For the battery power. Gone up to 6. That will go back down to 5 once it realises I can't maintain 25 miles per hour. Turbo mode. It was already in turbo mode. 33 miles on one charge, 350 total, 5 miles left. Range. Two bars out of 5. That should get me home with 1 bar left and a few miles. Of course, to nurse it home further, I could start turning it off turning it off turbo. Murder, that's what it's more like, riding bikes at my age. But I could turn it off turbo onto sport, whatever, eco, blah blah blah. I could nurse it that way, but I'm gonna leave it in turbo just for now. Cheers. This is a cycle path, by the way, before anyone goes me, cyclist, me. And also, f*** off. Let's keep it over 15.5. Even though I'm knackered, and it's all me working. Disc brakes are shit hot. Oh, let's let the motor do some work. I am knackered. Down to 1 bar. Just gonna let gravity take me for a little while. Oh, lights, catch the lights. I am going to take a little detour. Yeah. Look, still saying 4 miles. So what else is there really to say about this bike? Well, I'm going to talk about my specific model now, not just e-bikes in general. Of course, the range is we are testing now in this video, and I'll have an update about that at the end of the video. It's estimated 30 to 35 mile range though, so let's see what I can push that to. That's on turbo mode. Of course, the range is like 80 miles on eco, which is unrealistic to use because you're just really just carrying the weight of the battery and the motor on eco. It's not really giving you any more support when you consider the extra weight. Anyway, so my particular bike, the looks, I love the positives. Let's go positives and negatives. Positives to start off with, the looks. I love the looks. It's got classical looks, a very traditional looking bike, which makes it a little bit of a sleeper in a way, because it's kind of old fashioned. It's got an old fashioned bike look to it in my opinion. And the fact that it's not a standout colour, it's not a bright look at me colour. So yeah, I like the looks. I really like the looks. Just the overall usability is great. It makes a 10 mile ride feel like a 2.5 mile ride. The overall usability, it's great when you're unfit like me. It just means you can go further, you can go longer, and you can enjoy bike riding. You can enjoy cycling without having to just be like knackered constantly. To be quite honest, I don't think I ever want to go back to a normal bike after having an e-bike. It's that much of a game changer for me. When I get fitter, I might get another normal bike just as a beater. But yeah, it's a game changer for me, the motor. Comfort, I'd say, is a neutral. There's not really a positive or a negative. It's not uncomfortable, but the seat that comes with this is a little bit on the small side, but of course it's lightweight, so that's to be understood, which is why I say it's not a negative, because it's not really uncomfortable, but it's just not super comfortable, so it's not really a positive neither. Some negatives. Some negatives, well, it didn't come with any accessories. It was £2,000 when I bought it last year. Now it's 1,800, I believe. And it didn't come with lights, mud guards, stand. All of those I've added as extra. So that's a little bit of a negative in my opinion. but if you actually look at the parts, they're all, you know, medium quality. If you look at the parts individually, they're all quite like medium quality, like decent quality parts, like Shimano hubs and things like that. So yeah, that's why it doesn't come with accessories, because it's not a cheap bike. Another negative is the trip, the mileage that doesn't have no decimal points, the trip count, and the total mile count, so it rounds it up or down to the nearest mile, which can be a bit of a problem, because it can say you've done 10 miles when you've only done 9.6, or it can say you've done 9 miles when you've actually done 9.4. But it's only a small niggle. It remembers it, obviously, like from the next time, and it must count. Well, yeah, of course it counts those decimal points. It just doesn't show them. But it is the Purion system, which is the basic system, so it's livable. It's workable. I'd say this is a neutral point, just the size of it. It's a big bike. So if, like me, you live in an upstairs flat and you have to carry it up and down stairs, it's a little bit of a monster. Because I believe it's got the oversized wheels on, maybe 28 inches. I'm not sure actually 100% of that, but yeah, it's a big bike, and it's about 5 or 6 kilograms more than a normal bike, which of course is the weight of the motor and the battery, mostly the battery. Right, stats. I'm not going to read out all these stats. I'll put the stats up at the end of the video. I have got some other questions that really kind of need answering. I've picked a really windy place with trees, haven't I? I hope you can hear this. This just isn't a waste of time. Yeah, anyway, some questions that I need answering that could be negatives. Is the display light powered by the main battery? Because I believe there's a little watch battery in the display. So if that's the case, I assume that the display light and the trip count is powered by that watch battery. So does that mean that when that watch battery runs out, then does that mean that the total mileage wipes? Because I hope not. I hope that at the end of the day, when I finally retire that bike one day, that it will have all of those miles that I've done on the original trip count. Who knows? And also, it's just the longevity and the lifespan of the bike. I mean, it's still young technology, really. So that's just a question that I can only ask, you know, just by using it, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. I'm gonna sit here, chill, drink a beer, and then finish this video. Yeah. That's normal, isn't it? Yeah. Four-mile range. I'm going to go back the parkway so I can have a good game of dodge the bastard. This is where it will eat battery more as well, because this is also a bike path and because this is a bike path and a pedestrian path, which means I can't hustle along here, because I'm going to be slowed down by pedestrians. So this will really, this will push that, and I've got probably 3 miles to get home, so I might have to change the mode. Cheers. Let's play Dodge the Bastard. Three-mile range. Just good to buzz, even if people aren't in your way, just to let them know you're behind them. You'd be surprised how many times people just walk into your path on a push bike. And then there's this.
Thank you for ringing.
See that? Too fast to safe. It's cool. but it's right. You don't know if they're going to get into your path. This bike's pretty quiet because it's new and all the bearings are still really good. 2 miles left. Range. It's still in turbo. Well, it's gone down to 1 mile now, so I'm going to head home. Let's see what 38 miles. So I can push 40 miles on the on turbo mode. Interesting. And I'm not sure what the range is, 30 to 35 miles. So 5 to 10 of those miles are all me pedaling. .38. 1 mile left. Sport mode 1, tour 1. Oh, that's definitely right at the bottom. Eco 3. I think I should not completely flatten the battery and use eco mode. God, you can feel the difference. That is it. Video done.